Actually, it's not about the feeding, it's about the dumping of unwanted pets. Because since rabies outbreak, we noticed that there is increasing rate of dumpings of house pets that they have the source for their food. That's why they go to public area.
Okay.
Yeah, so they are not the original stray that we always call feral dogs. Yeah, so why not look into the problem of dumping instead of blaming on the feeding of stray dogs? Hey, most feral dogs they will hide from people. They don't know how to beg food from people. They will avoid people. Okay, only those dogs that are very familiar with human, they will go closer and then they know where to find food, like coffee shop or dustbin. Those feral dogs they won't. They will hunt. Yeah. Okay. Since okay, we noticed that every time when there are new rabies cases, we will see there are a lot of new faces. I mean, dogs on the streets because those owner they afraid they don't know what to do, so they choose to dump their unwanted pets. They dump their responsibility to the public because they afraid to get bite, but they don't know that they should vaccinate their dog and neuter their dog. That's what they should do instead of passing their own responsibility to public. Yeah, we know that there are some like we call them. They sometimes they will contact us regarding the trapping of the dogs, but we did try to help, but that area is too big, and the jungle is too deep, so we can't help. We can't do much. But they are the one that keep on feeding the dogs because those dogs are there for years. Before we implement the PVC chain system, they are already there. Well, I don't say that I disagree. Well, I don't like to see people feed dogs in kopitiam. Okay, like while they're eating, they're feeding like this. No,
Yeah.
I don't encourage that. If you want to feed at the proper place, like you go to the we always feed at the rubbish dumpster. Make sure they know where to find their food. It's not at the public area.
Really hard to tell people who are trying to be kind to not be kind. I'm not saying that I disagree, but a lot of people they when they feed stray animals, not just dog, cats as well. You know, some tourists feed monkeys, for example, which is never a good idea. I think it's out of the kindness of their heart. So it's while in certain cases it's not a good idea, it's very difficult to control what people say, and that's not the root of the problem actually. The root of the problem is people who react, panic, and dump what was their pets before. Uh, we have to sit down and ask ourselves, where do strays come from, right? And strays don't just appear just like that. They are a construct, they are a creation of human behavior. So decades, hundreds of years ago, somebody left their dog, decided that, uh, Bobby has to go, but I'm not going to kill you, so you let you go. And then somebody else does that, and then they start breeding, and that becomes a stray problem. So I think we have to look at it from the root of the problem, because even if they can kill every single stray out there, right? They can't, because there'll always be somebody dumping animals. And it's not just dogs, it's cats, it's, anything else that we keep as pets. People will dump, and that therein is the problem. And I think it's actually quite a serious thing, because it reflects us as a society, the accountability that we have, the putting my problem into other people. For example, as a local resident, for years I have had encounters where people dump their pets in my neighborhood, but in the past, before there was rabies, this was a nuisance, not a problem. But now, if they do that, they are effectively transferring what could have been easily solved, a non-problem, to become a problem that can be very serious with health implications. So I think we need to be reflective of ourselves as a responsible society. We need to build that kind of society, and what we do with our pets reflects that. Um, for a very, very small amount of ringgit, we can ensure that rabies doesn't happen to our pets. We can ensure that we don't have to kick our pets out, because the vaccination actually, the yearly vaccination, prevents rabies. and we don't dump our problems on other people.
Okay, we still go back to responsible pets ownership. Okay, why don't they punish the owner that dump their pets? We have been suggesting to implement the microchip system where they did some last year, but it seems like no news after that. What's going on? We don't know.
Oh, you mean compulsory microchip
Yes,
for all dog owners?
yes. Should implement that so that we know who dumped their dog and we can punish them instead of punish them those that have been kind-hearted that feeding the strays. Since they say it's compulsory to register their dog to get their dog license, then microchip come in together. Yeah. When you
Rural areas like that so far.
house to house.
This is an opportunity where government and people come together. Okay, so yeah, Sura is huge, but we have like how many million, 2 point something million people. Out of that, I don't know how many people have pets, but it shouldn't be something that people depend on the government to do. It should be a two-way thing. I mean, I think people are more than happy, for example, to work with NGOs. Even in rural areas, there are people, social NGOs that work there. There are other NGOs that work there. There are community groups, platforms of all sorts. And I think if it is a drive, a collaboration with government, it's completely possible to do it. The other thing is microchips are really, really cheap. I mean, how much are they? Less than a ringgit each, I think.
Yes.
So they are really cheap. You could even, you could even do it for free if you have the kind of subsidy. Or what's paying 1 ringgit for a microchip? Even if you have 6 dogs, it's 6 ringgit. Nothing.